Trump says he wants to rebuild our depleted military. He talked about it today at the Conservative Political Action Conference in Maryland. It's something that could impact a lot of our men and women in uniform here. KRDO News Channel 13's Mekialaya White is live outside the gates at Fort Carson with that story. Mekialaya?
That's right, Bart and Heather. President Trump says he wants to make our military the strongest it's ever been, and we talked with some military members who had some strong opinions on that.
A promise by our president.
We're also putting in a massive budget request for our beloved military.
Mr. Trump calling for a rebuild.
We will be substantially upgrading all of our military, offensive, defensive, everything, bigger and better and stronger than ever before, and hopefully we'll never have to use it.
This is because most of the Army isn't ready for combat. According to a report in the Daily Signal, out of 58 total Army brigade combat teams, only 3 are considered combat ready. The Navy's fleet, the smallest it's been in a century. The report also cites inadequate aviation units in the Marine Corps and dated Air Force aircrafts. So how would it impact us here? I Skype with someone who knows firsthand.
Well, I'm retired Air Force.
General Gene Renault says we've been in need for upgrades for years.
But face it, there's no other nation in the world that can have an impact on China in the South China Sea but the United States.
Still, some remain skeptical.
It's easy to make these promises, but the legislative process, it's much more difficult to actually shepherd these kinds of promises through to fruition.
Anymore, though, with the weaponry the U.S. military has, I'm not sure you need more ships, you need more planes, because the weapon systems those things have are more than compensate for the lack of manpower.
Nobody's going to mess with us, folks.
Regardless, President Trump has a plan.
And President Trump hasn't released any details yet on just how much this will cost or when this implementation begins. Live at Fort Carson, Mekialaya White, KRDO News Channel 13.
Mekialaya, thanks so much. The Pueblo Police Department needs your help to find 2 wanted street criminals.